Dan Pompey returns to Victory Lane at Penn Can Speedway. IndyCar returns to Watkins Glen International. And Legends return to Champion Speedway. All that and more on this edition of The Race Report. Hi everyone and welcome to another edition of the Race Report. I'm Ron Hills. We begin this week's racing action at Penn Can Speedway in Susquehanna, PA with the 602 Crate Sportsman. Calling the action is Craig Hawley.
Jeremy Williams up on the outside, Dusty Barton down on the inside. Here comes Mike Shane. Nick Branning right there running fifth as they ride it down to quarter number 3 and 4. Leading lap number 1, it's going to be the M7 of Mike Nagel Jr. He sets it down to quarter number 1 and 2. Barton rides in position number 2. Mike Shane up to number 3 point now. Branning and Williams round out your top 5 as they ride it on the quarter. Mike Nagel Jr. clicks down lap number 2 on the Pepsi scoreboard. It rides Mike Nagel into turn number 1 and 2. The driver of that Woodruff Trucking sponsored M7 is dialed in the 9. Here's Mike Shane, battle for second. He'll take it into turn 3. Marty Bunker trying to work the outside of the speedway. 4 laps complete. Mike Shane going to try that outside high-low switch. It almost worked out the back straightaway last time. He'll try it again in the turn 3, but Mike Nagel Jr. holding down his line off of corner number 4. 5 laps to go for your race leaders. And what a battle shaping up out front. Battle for third going to come down as well as the 57 of Martin and the 42 of Bunker, but again into turn 3. The M16 of Shane trying to pull almost alongside. Now Nagel has to come off the groove. Here comes the M16 of Shane. Into turn number 1 they go. Look at Nagel with a high-low switch of his own off turn number 2. But Mike Shane motors down the back straightaway. Nagel going to tuck in line. Mike Shane takes over the race lead. Mike Nagel Jr. right on his back bumper. Last lap of the M16 of Mike Shane. Mike Nagel Jr. second. See if anything left on in the tank as they go up the back straightaway for the final time. Into 3 and 4, picking up the win. It's going to be Mike Shane in the M16. Mike Nagel is second. Marty Bunker third. 4th is Dusty Barton and 5th is Nick Branning.
There was a first-time winner in the XL 600 Modified feature.
Green flag is back out. They're underway down the front straightaway we ride. Jamie Prance into turn number 1. They're 3 wide behind them. For second, third, and 4th as they go off of corner number 2. Bailey Boyd working that outside of Tim France in the 01. Out front, it's a France and France show. Jamie and Tim. Bailey Boyd rides third. 4th is a 56K of Camden Maybe. 5th, Hunter Deal. As they go at the back straightaway, Jamie France, Tim France, and Bailey Boyd riding it off of quarter number 4. We stay clean and green out front. It's Jamie and Tim France side by side for the race lead. Jamie France sets it down in the 3 and 4. Tim France working the bottom. Thanks. Tim France in the Latner Motorsports 101 entry. Working on the inside. Jamie France, Tim France, Bailey Boyd, Camden Maybe, Hunter Deal, your top 5. Jamie France sets the pace. Tim France rides second. Bailey Boyd is third. Camden Maybe 4th. They're 1 and 2 in the point standings. Hunter Deal 5th. Dusty Decker 6th. Adam Mudge 7th. Eric Boyd 8th. Grant Shibuya 9th. Battling for the lead into 3 and 4. Tim France going to slide job his brother. He'll take the race lead. Tim France sets it pace down in the 1 and 2. Jamie France rides second. White flag is in the air for the 101 of Tim France. Jamie France rides second. Final time off the south end. Checkered flag is in the air. Picking up the win in just a second. Start aboard the 101. It's Tim France. Jamie France for 2. Bailey Boyd, Camden maybe 3rd. Bailey Boyd 4th. Eric Boyd is 5th.
To factory stock action where Tommy Groover crossed the finish line first, but when he and the second place car were disqualified, the win was awarded to Buck Mills Jr.
Flags are waving. Green means no down the front straightaway. Randy Fox jumping down to the race lead. Kevin McDonald on the outside of the speedway up to the number 2 spot. They're 3 wide for position 6, 7, and 8. Randy Fox sets the pace down in the quarter, number 3 and 4. McDonald rides second. Groover working the inside of the speedway. Towner up to the number 3 position. They ride it off a quarter, number 2. It's the 2.5 of Randy Fox showing the way. McDonald up on that outside of the speedway running second. Look at Buck Mills Jr. High, wide, and handsome. Way up and over the cushion. He's going to try to tuck it back down. And here comes Groover. He's going to make another switch off of turn 2. Fox pushes up. Able to keep it going. Here comes Groover. He's going to side by side into turn 3. Fox going to go right up to the cushion. Down on the hub is Groover. Fox sideways. New race leader with 2 to go. It's Tommy Groover. Into turn number 1. Fox, can he hold on to the second? You see that A-arm completely sitting on the racetrack into the number 2 spot. Towner looking to get around him. White flag is in the air. Tommy Groover off turn 4. 1/3 of a mile to go for his 4th win in a row here at the Speedway. The Forcia Paul Conklin able to keep the car going. Final time. Back straight away we ride. Tommy Groover into turn 3 and 4. And for the 4th consecutive time, Tommy Groover will win at Penn Speedway. Randy Fox limps it home for second. 3rd, Buck Mills Jr. 4th is Josh Towner. 5th will be the 16 of Ned Fitch.
More racing action from Penn Can Speedway, but first here's an exciting new car from Brush and Pallet Auto Sales and Candor.
"30 years of satisfied customers. That's the proud history of Brush and Pallet Auto and Candor. We have a large selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Here is this week's Car of the Week. We'll give you a $1,000 minimum trade-in, and we have financing options to fit your needs, including a first-time buyers program. Think you can't afford it? We think you can. Check us out at brush-pallet.com or visit us in person at 598 Owego Road in Candor, New York.
Unicorn Electronics in the Valley Plaza, Johnson City has the best pricing and selection of audio, video, and computer cables in the area. Don't spend a fortune on that HDMI cable for your new HD TV or Blu-ray player. Unicorn Electronics has quality cables in the lengths you need at a price you can afford. Expanding your network, Unicorn has the patch cables and accessories to make it happen. When you need to connect, think Unicorn Electronics in the Valley Plaza, Johnson City.
We're gonna smash them old school. The Kings of Old School Demolition Derby, Saturday, September 16th, 2 p.m. at the Fairgrounds at Whitney Point, featuring the Mad Dogs, a hand-picked group of the hardest-hitting derby drivers on the East Coast, taking Demolition Derby to the extreme. Don't miss the car, truck, and lawnmower destruction. One of the best derbies on the East Coast, Saturday, September 16th, 2 p.m. Admission just $13. The Kings of Old School Demolition Derby. 98.1 The Hawk, number one for 20 in a row.
This is Jason Aldean.
Hot new country.
This is Luke Brown.
This is Charles, Dave,
and Hillary.
and we are Lady Annabella.
And I don't know why you don't take me downtown anymore.
Binghamton's Hot New Country.
This is Carrie Underwood. Every tear-soaked whiskey memory blown away.
Binghamton's Hot New Country. 98.1 The Hawk.
Welcome back to the Race Report. Dan Pompei started the season with a hat trick of wins, but the wins disappeared until this past weekend. Here again is Craig Hawley.
Pompei rides it off that number 2 corner. The parallel sticks are in the sky 2 more times around the speedway for Dan Pompei. He's going to have to come on that bottom, but he's got such a lead built up. If only he could see how much of a lead he had with just a white flag coming out this time. 1 3/8 of a mile to go for Dan Pompei. Joey Grammis, Mike Colston, Joey Colston, Kevin Hartnett, your top 5. Into 3 and 4, final time, checkered flag going to be in the air. Picking up his 4th win of the season is Dan Pompei. Joey Grammis for 2, Mike Colston 3, Joey Colston 4, and Kevin Hartnett 5th.
The final event of the evening was the 4-cylinder feature and a repeat win for Mike Robinson.
Green flag is out. They're racing down the front straightaway. Mike Robinson jumps to the point. Into turn 1, he rides the cushion. Clem Underwood second. Here comes Kenny Underwood. He's going to shoot down underneath him. He'll take the number 2 spot there. 3 wide coming up through the pack. It's Michael Robinson out front. Kenny Underwood shows the number 2 position. Mike Wilmot Jr. battling down on the inside for position number 3. He's going to take in. Michael Robinson shows the way in the R2. Hot rod off quarter number 2. Kenny Underwood is second. Third is Mike Wilmot Jr. Then it's Frankie Kennedy. Clem Underwood. Josh Wilder and Nick Kennedy. Kennedy the point leader. Robinson looking to make up 15 points here tonight. Problems for the 61 of Kenny Underwood off the pace in car number 61. He's going to limp it pit side in the 61. Michael Robinson out front running away and hiding with this one, but Mike Wilmot Jr. is second. Can anybody catch the R2 of Michael Robinson? Nick Kennedy making a drive up to the front. He's in position number 5 right now, working underneath the 06 of Clem Underwood. But out front, showing the way, it continues to be the Overdrive Automotive Lechner Service Center R2 of Michael Robinson. He's been dominant all season long. He's taken a couple of nights off. Finds himself second in the point standings. It continues to ride the R2 of Michael Robinson. Checkered flag is in the air and picking up the win. It's going to be the R2 of Michael Robinson. Second will be the K2 of Frank Kennedy. Third, the N2 of Nick Kennedy. Fourth will be the 354 of Warren.
IndyCar returns to Watkins Glen International this weekend, and they're joined by the Indy Lights Pro Mazda, and for the first time ever, the Speed Energy Stadium Super Trucks. Here's a preview of what to expect this weekend. When we return, we'll take you to Champion Speedway in Owego. But first, if you love demolition derbies, and don't we all, you'll want to put this one on your calendar.
We're gonna smash 'em old school. The Kings of Old School Demolition Derby, Saturday, September 16th, 2 p.m. at the Fairgrounds at Whitney Point, featuring the Mad Dogs, a hand-picked group of the hardest-hitting derby drivers on the East Coast, taking demolition derby to the extreme. Don't miss the car, truck, and lawnmower destruction. One of the best derbies on the East Coast, Saturday, September 16th, 2 p.m. Admission just $13. The Kings of Old School Demolition Derby.
For 3 generations, we've been building world-class American performance.
Like the new Edelbrock Power Package Top End Kit, based on Edelbrock's powerful RPM crate engines. Each kit includes aluminum heads and intake, cam and lifters, gaskets, and hardware to build your own 400-plus horsepower Chevy small block. For 3 generations, it's pure American performance from the leader. Call now for your free Edelbrock catalog.
Edelbrock makes them right here in the USA.
30 years of satisfied customers. That's the proud history of Brush and Pallet Auto and Candor. We have a large selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Here is this week's Car of the Week. We'll give you a $1,000 minimum trade-in, and we have financing options to fit your needs, including a first-time buyers program. Think you can't afford it? We think you can. Check us out at brush-pallet.com or visit us in person at 598 Owego Road in Candor, New York.
Welcome back to the Race Report. Hank Bassett was one of the greatest speedway riders ever, and this past year he lost his battle with MS. Friends and family gathered Saturday night to honor Hank and do battle for the honor of placing their name on the Hank Bassett Memorial Trophy. The speedway riders were joined by quads and trikes, and the night was full of great racing action. To call that action, here's Paul Small.
McBride will come from gate number 1. Boogeyman from gate 2. The Missile from gate 3. And Jesse Dean from gate 4. Here we go. Second Division 1 semi. Top 2 transfer. Off the line, there's the charge, and wow, what a move there on the start. Look out, contact, middle goes down, and takes Jesse Dean with him. Jesse back up on his feet. Red flag will come out. Adam got pinned under the bike there for a second, but he's going to be able to get back up to his feet, try to shake it off. So again, you've got McBride coming from gate 1, Lewis from gate 2, Middle from gate 3, Jesse Dean from gate 4. No penalties assessed. Everybody up on the tapes for the restart. And boy, are they anxious. They're right up on the tapes. Here we go. And there's the takeoff, and this time Lewis muffs the start. He got a great start first time, second time not so much. Middle jumps out to the lead, and it's going to be a bar-to-bar battle between Jesse Dean and Lenny McBride for that final transfer spot, and Jesse moves into the number 2 position as they head down the backstretch here on lap number 2. So Middle brings it around, clicks off 2 to go. And Jesse gapping out a little bit from Lenny McBride on the 71 as they will come to the white flag. Adam takes it around the backstretch for the final time, down through turns 3 and 4. Here come the checkers. So it's Middle and Jesse Deem who will punch their tickets into the Hank Bassett Cup. Livesey itchy to get up there and get on it, and he does as he will grab the lead. Spear falls into second, Relier to third. And Relier again getting it sideways, coming off the corner, and he'll get it back out onto the track and keep it running. Spear putting some heat on Livesey as they run down the backstretch and into turn number 3. Spear won the 3-wheel versus 4-wheel challenge here a little bit earlier, trying to chase down the leader, but John Livesey's got the advantage as they head up into turn number 3. Spear trying to crank it. Oh, Livesey steps out a little bit. Spear tries to get to the inside, and John shut the door on him as they head back down the backstretch. Back into turn number 3. Spear again trying to size up a potential move for the lead. We'll be coming around to the white flag. Livesey drifts it wide. Here comes Spear, and here comes Rellier. Oh, Rellier hard to the wall, and off he goes. And bounces right back up on his feet. Wow. What a hard get-off for Toby Rellier, and he just bounced right back up on his feet as he pounded it off the wall there on the backstretch. Wow. As we were 4 of 6 laps completed the race, we were past halfway. So, again, by referee's decision, this race called complete. And John Livesey will pick up the quad. Main event here this evening as he takes his victory lap around the track. Everybody in position. 6 laps for your Division II main event of the evening. And there's the takeoff. Dalton Oakton again a little slow on the uptake. Mason Higley moves into the number 2 spot. Johnny Oakton was riding the top most of the night. He was on the bottom coming off turn number 2. Now he's going to try to go to the top. Here comes Higley trying to go to the outside of Dalton as they go around turns 1 and 2. And Mason will jump up into the lead as they head down the backstretch. Working the outside lane, coming around turns 3 and 4. Johnny Oakton trying to get by Dalton for second. Right up in the mix there is Green and Danny Oakton. And here comes Roger Roberts with a 10R. Heavy traffic jam off turn 2 as they fight it out for second, third, fourth, and fifth. Working their way up the corner. Mason still holding on to the advantage. Johnny breaking away in second now as Green moves up into the 3rd spot. Danny Oakton right behind in 4th. Roberts in 5th. They work their way down, a little bobble for Mason coming off the corner. Here comes Green down to the inside of the Johnny Oakton ride through turn number 2. Johnny trying to keep that outside lane cooking on the top as they'll come around for the white flag. Johnny way to the outside off turn number 4 as Mason leads here on the white flag lap. Johnny again trying to go outside in turn number 2. Roberts tries to thread the needle. He'll get in ahead of Johnny, and now he'll scoot to the outside as he battles Green. Oh, Higley goes down, and Roberts will come away with the win. Higley going down with Green in the final corner, and Roger Roberts slips through and gets the Division II main event win. So here we go, Champion Speedway. This is your Hank Bassett Cup main event of the evening. Riders ready. There's the takeoff. Everybody leaving together and almost a hip check, and Jesse Dean goes down on the outside in turn 2, but he keeps the bike running. Leading off turn 4 at the end of lap number 1 is going to be Donald. Middle is in the number 2 spot. Oakton in 3rd. Lenny McBride in 4th as they work their way down into turn number 3. Donald with the advantage. Middle pouring on the coals. Oh, and contact down goes Lenny McBride and Oakton in turn 4, and we will get a red flag. Fortunately, both guys up and okay. Kind of a hairy looking one over there, and Dave and Lenny said, my bad. No penalties assessed. Well, actually, 1 penalty assessed. Looks like Oakton will be lined up at the penalty line. So it'll be McBride, Donholt, Middle, and Deem. And again, they will go on the lights. And here we go. Battle off turn number 2 between Donholt and McBride for the lead. Donholt comes away with it. McBride in the number 2 spot at the end of lap number 1, followed by Jesse Deem, and then Middle back in 4th. And Oakton from the penalty line back there in 5th as they round into turns 3 and 4. 2 laps left to go for Casey Donholt, trying to put his name on the Hank Bassett Cup for 2017 as he pulls away from McBride. The white flag will wave this time. Donholt looking for the perfect ride tonight. Middle with trouble riding around the outside here. Will get passed by Oakton, and here he comes off the corner for the checkered flag. Casey Donholt wins the Hank Bassett Cup. Lenny McBride in for second. Jesse Deem will finish third, followed by Oakton and Middle.
Coming up this weekend is the biggest speedway event of the year, with riders from across the country competing in 2 days of breakneck competition. James Eggleston talked with track owner Jason Bonsignor.
Thank you, Ron. I'm here with track promoter of Champion Speedway, Jason Bonsignor, and we're here to talk about the U.S. Open, which is coming up next weekend. Jason, you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Well, it should be another great event. It's usually the best one of the year. Always some incredible international visiting stars that are here for it, and no different this season. Probably maybe even the best one ever. I know I say that each season, but I really sincerely think this might be the best one we've ever had. 7-time AMA national champion and current national champ Billy Gennaro is coming. Josh Larson's coming out of retirement. He's won the event twice, and he was the winner here in 2013 and number 9 in the entire world in 1994, and has won the World Team Cup and the California States and a bunch of really important titles. Brock Nickel, last year's champion, is going to be back. He was just part of Team USA over at the World Team Cup in Poland. Tim Gomez and Rick Richards, who are 2 real solid Division I California riders, I think are coming. Tommy Hedden's really hoping to come. He's won the event twice before. 4 or 5 guys from Colorado are coming, and then of course you have Adam Middle, who's been on fire lately, and Casey Donholt and Mikey Buman and Jeremy Parsons, and the list goes on and on from here. We've got some good riders here too.
That's great. A lot of the international riders coming in, so it's really a big event to look forward to.
Yeah, I mean, it's different than a weekly race. You know, you've got your top guys from all over the country that come in for it, and it's a 2-day event, which makes it really exciting, and it culminates in a 4 main event round robin series, which is really unique. We're the only track that does it that way, and it's a really fair way of determining a champion.
So it's a 2-day event. Will there be camping here?
Yeah, everybody's welcome to camp, and hopefully the go-kart track's going to be reopened by then out front for the kids and the adults to bomb around on, and you know, it's always a good time. People are cooking and having a good time and hanging out and playing it safe, staying overnight.
I can attest to that, and it is a good time. It's a good 2 days, and the racing is awesome.
Skyline Raceway Park in Blodgett Mills and Penn Can Speedway in Susquehanna are both in action Friday night with full racing programs on their Labor Day schedule. Good racing no matter what direction you choose. Racing Trivia takes this Monday off for Labor Day, but will return the following Monday, September 11th. For the entire staff of the Race Report, thanks for watching. Until next week, I'm Ron Hills, and I'll see you at the races.
And here we go as they break off the line. Looks like your early leader is going to be the number 907 of Shane Fissel. Shane Fissler with the advantage. Here comes the 155 of Gavin Kelly, who has moved up into the number 2 spot, battling him for the lead as they go down the backstretch. Then it looks like we've got the 103 of Steve Nady on his four-wheeler sitting back there in the 3rd spot.